Hi guys, it's Candice from SS Sublimation Blanks. Any guesses what we are doing today? This is our first attempt at candle making. We're using soya wax, and this stuff is very scientific, people. Just to give you an example, you need to how much wax to use for your candle vessel. You need to use the water method. So you would put your candle vessel on a scale, you would tar it, pour some water in about 1 or 2 centimeters from the top of the bowl, and you multiply that 0.9 to get how much wax you need. However, if you want to put fragrance in, the amount of fragrance you put in, you have to subtract from that. And normally they say 6 to 10% fragrance based on the wax you need. So for this one, it said 7.3 grams of fragrance, and then obviously the wax would go down to 66.32. So you would heat your wax over a double boiler, and then when it gets to 70 degrees you need to remove it. When it drops to between 62 and 65, you're going to add your fragrance, and then when it's at 60, you then pour it into your candle vessel. It's starting to go more cloudy, and you need to wait 12 to 24 hours. Then you have to wait for another 4 to 7 days for it to finally cure and for the fragrance to work with burning it. Well, that's what I've read. So sure, that's a long wait. I think epoxy is worth the 24-hour wait for those that don't have the patience to wait for epoxy, because with candles you literally have to wait 4 to 7 days for it to fully cure. Then another thing is your wick. Your thickness of your wick is determined by the diameter of your candle as well. So there's a lot of elements to take in. By the way, this is all our Gypsogem creations. So for example, this is long, so this is 20.5. So here this might take 2 or 3 wicks, and they have to be at least 3.5 to 4 centimeters apart each wick. And then we must make sure that the wick thickness is correct for this bowl. If so for example, when you burn your candle, you get like a top layer of wax on your vessel, so the whole thing's melted. That's a correct candle that's been poured correctly with the correct wick thickness. So yeah, it's very, very involved. Anyways, this is our first candle. I thought, let me just do it small, and I finished this at 2:30. So I will come check tomorrow what it is at, and then when it is fully cured, which is the 4 to 7, I think I'm only going to wait the 4 days. So maybe this weekend coming, I will do a burn test. Check my candle. It doesn't seem to have any sinkholes. Don't know if I'm being too premature, but there's no sinkholes. So hopefully I did the temp and everything right.